Hey guys, what's up? I'm making a video today on Ruby, my red-eared slider, she's 20, and she's got, I got her a pool a few weeks ago. She seems to be really liking that. She gets out, the rock gets completely dry, but it's been rainy today, so it stays wet. It's been wet. That little filter seems to be doing a good job of filtering. I mean, there's a little bit over there, but other than that, it's pretty clean. The water is actually very clean, but it settles at the bottom sometimes, so I'm getting a canister filter soon. The water is maybe 6 or 7 inches deep. I think there's I don't know how many gallons are in here, but I know she is 10 inches long and needs which means she should have about 100 gallons, and I know this is way more than 100 gallons in here. That is stable, by the way. I can stand up on it without it rocking, and I'm a pretty good sized kid. Yeah. So it doesn't fall over or anything because I want to make sure she doesn't get hurt. If you can see the white spots there on her back, that's where we've been having a bit of a raccoon problem out here. We're borrowing this from my aunt and trying to trap it later tonight. We're going to try to trap it because it's been screwing up all my filters, and the baby snappers completely destroyed their filters, so I'm going to have to buy them a new one. And it messed this one up, and it scratched Ruby, and Ruby bit a hold of it, and she got a good chunk out of it. She pulled out some fur and stuff, and it was floating around in the water, but there's a bluegill in there hiding in the rocks. Anyway, I made this video for the reason of her shell rot. I've been treating it with iodine, which is what my reptile vet told me to do. Come here, Ruby. Come here. And I think it's getting better, but I'm not entirely sure. As you can see, she's gotten more used to people. She sticks her head out even when you're holding her now. But she had some shell rot right here on her back, which is kind of hard to see. Hold on, let me dry my hands off and see if I can zoom in. Right. It'll focus. Right there. There's some there, and then where else, Ruby? I think that was it on her back. But then I'm gonna flip her over for a sec. She really doesn't like this. Hold on, Ruby. I know. Hold on. There you go. I know you don't like that. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. And then there's some on her belly, obviously. Right. If it'll focus. Right there. There's some shell rot, and then there's some up here. Basically all over the bottom of her shell. But it's been looking the same, but it looks like it's healed a little bit. But mostly, sorry, she has a dog hair on it. But, I mean, it looks like it's been healing up pretty well, but I'm not sure. So if you guys could please help me, that'd be great. Now this right here, I don't know if this is from when the other guy who I got her from, who gave her to my aunt, she gave her to me. I don't know if that's from when he owned her, if she scraped her shell, or if this is more shell rot. I'm not really sure. It doesn't really feel squishy like the shell rot does a little bit. I mean, it doesn't feel like that anymore, but it did. The shell rot used to, but it doesn't now. So I don't know if that is shell rot or what that is. But she has some damage right there from 4 years ago when the guy had her. Well, he technically took her from some kids that had her, and they dropped her when she was really small. And it messed up her shell pretty good. But other than that, she doesn't really have any damage on her. She shed her shell last week. She finished shedding, and I collected them and put them in a Ziploc baggie. I'm going to label them so I can tell, you know, how long ago that was. But anyway, so it's kind of dark out right now, honestly. I know it doesn't look like that in the video, but the sky is really dark and gray because it's been raining all day, even though it wasn't. I don't know if it was supposed to or not. Hold on, Ruby, I'm trying to get the grass off you. But anyway, so her water stays pretty warm. I mean, during the night, the water gets around 73 to 69 degrees, and then it warms up throughout the day and stays around 78 to 80 something, I don't know, maybe 85 degrees. But the sand looks a little bit dirty, but it's not. I just cleaned it. I don't know why it actually looks like that. There's nothing really in there, but so she has enough room to swim around, obviously, and she can bask. When the sun comes out, that rock dries up completely, and she climbs out and she basks and sleeps there for a lot of the day. And then if you walk out, she dives in real fast, and she doesn't hit her shell on the rocks though or anything. So I don't know what those scrapes could be from. If you guys could help me though, that'd be great. And if you could help me on what to feed her, because the guy fed her turtle pellets, and I have no idea how he got her to eat those, because she will not eat them for me. And she won't eat fish or bugs or anything like that. The only thing she has been eating are night crawlers. I bought some of those and we threw them in there, and they've been eating them. So she's been snapping them down like crazy. And I know those aren't very nutritious, so I don't exactly know what to feed her. But she's a really cool turtle, and I really hope her shell rot gets better. Those scratches on her back, I thought that was shell rot, but apparently that's from the raccoon. It had scratched her pretty good because we had big suckerfish in here, like they're called white suckerfish, White Creek suckerfish or whatever. And the raccoon got in and ate them, and it scratched her back right there, and she bit it. So I mean, she's fine now, but it's healing over pretty well. Like right there was white, right there was white, right, like that very area, and it healed over, and the rest of it is still healing over. Can't do that. Nope. But yeah, if you guys could help me with that, that'd be great. I know this rock that she basks on is a little rough surfaced, and she dives in. See, somehow she misses that brick, which is good. She misses the edge of that brick every time. But when she dives in, it almost sounds like she rips her shell up, even though, no, she doesn't, because I've been watching her, and I put my hand under her when she does that and everything. And I guess it's just when she touches it from her feet and stuff that makes that noise, but it almost sounds like she hits her shell. And I know this rock is really rough, but the other side of it is worse. It's mostly fossils and stuff, and they stick up at weird angles, and it would scratch her up pretty bad. So yeah, I just could really use some help with whether or not her shell rot is getting better or not, and what to do with these guys. Like, what to do about their little moss growing on them. I clean them off with a soft toothbrush and some warm water, and it's all gone now. Like, the moss isn't on them, but I'm afraid for it to come back. I don't want it to, because I would rather them keep their really pretty shells. This is Sprite. She's missing the tip of her tail. My friend Cheyenne named her, named them, I don't know if it's a girl. She named them Monsters and Sprites, like the Skrillex songs. So, if you guys have any way to possibly keep the algae off their shells, that'd be great. So if you guys could help me with that, that'd be awesome. And a way to keep the algae out of my musk turtle's cage, because I'm going to clean it later, and I don't want it to get all mossy again. So if you guys could help me with that, and with the shell rot on her shell. Hey, Zoe! Shh! Sorry, my dog's crazy. So if you guys could help me with that, that'd be great. Thanks.